it's me, Vishali, and today we are going to dive into the Grammy nominations. And today I'm just gonna talk about two categories, which are Best New Artist and the Record of the Year. So, I will be talking about my new favorite artist because I love to hear new beats, new rhythm, new melodies, and new generation coming up with a very thought-provoking uh, ideas and lyrics and all of that, and making new masterpieces. So I'm gonna talk about everything, but these two categories will be the main, and the Grammys will be happening on 5th February as per my time zone at least. And without further ado, I'll be starting with the same. So first we will be talking about record of the year. Okay, so I have my notebook here and I have some thoughts noted down here while I was listening to the albums and all of that. Among those, I have already heard a few like Adele and all of that, but other one were quite a bit new for me. I'm familiar. I can't believe it. Okay, so among those, a few were quite a bit different for me to hear on the first go, because I'm so stuck with those global icons, since a while. Like, I'm gonna listen to Taylor's album, I'm gonna listen to Selena, I'm gonna listen to JLO and all of that, but in this process we sometimes forget that there are other gems as well. So let's start. Okay, so for the record of the year, the nominations for these Grammys were Don't Shut Me Down by ABBA or ABBA. I never heard of this band or these band ever, because I felt like they are off, like they have unbanded themselves and they are not together anymore. But I love this song. I'm just gonna name the producer and engineers and mixer on this song, which are Benny Anderson and Bernard Lohr, and mastering engineer is John Engelman. Okay, and while listening to this record, for example, I felt like it just takes us back in 70s and 80s. The rhythms and all of that are so in back in those days, kind of a saga. It is nothing similar to our latest bits or something which is really or soft or something like that. It's not like that. It definitely makes us feel a bit nostalgic, and it definitely has that vintage vibe to it. The lyrics are amazing, and I feel like this could be the best contender for the record of the year. The next one is by Adele, which is Easy on Me. I feel like talking about Easy on Me, the whole cinematography and the story and the thought which went into creating the video as well. And of course, we saw Adele after like 4-5 years approximately, like literally, and it was a very subtle reflection, contemplation of her last 5 years of her 20s as she reached towards her 30s. And it was literally eye-opening for someone who might have went through such kind of things, and who might have loved Adele's work since 25, since if you don't know what is 25, it's the name of her album, and all of that. You might literally love this album as well. My favorite song is definitely Easy on Me from her album, which is 30, and Oh God. um all of them have that quirky vibe to it. I feel the composition is very thoughtful, and it just feels like she's the icon, and she has been doing this, and it's in a blur, and she's made to do this. And of course, when an artist is taking a sabbatical or maybe a break for some kind of a reason, they come up with such a banger kind of a music, right? Last year, many amazing artists came up with great music like Rihanna, Beyonce, everyone who were tucked in some kind of a bag or somewhere. They might have disappeared. We felt like they came out and they gave us great music last year. So talking about that, the next nominations for this category is Beyonce, and it's Break My Soul. Uh, for me personally, I did not like Beyonce's this record. For various reasons, maybe other overshadowed her, or maybe I was really not into the rhythm, melody, or lyrics, so it did not sat on my mind for like quite some time, and I got some time to reflect on it. It just disappeared, or maybe I was literally stuck with Taylor's album, or um, Julia Michaels' album, or Sasha Sloan's album. I really did not dig her album personally, but for sure, Break My Soul has been on top of the charts of many for many people, and it has been garnering great hype as well. Lyrics are great though. Okay, lyrics are great. The beats are something new and quirky. She's back. The queen is back, but for me personally, that did not work. The next is by Mary G. Blige. It's Good Morning Gorgeous. I was stuck when I first heard this because before just going through all the nominations and all the nominees' albums, I never knew of this singer for whatever reason. Maybe I haven't discovered more, or I'm just living under the rock, who knows? But she says something like this: Good morning, gorgeous. I just wanted to make that stanza, that verse, my alarm. She just sings it so well, and definitely I need to hear it every morning while I wake up, through my sleep, and get out of my dreamy lands and all of that. Her voice is great. She has poured her different melody. Her voice is a bit different and something I have never heard of, and it has those layers again. It literally feels like it's back from the 70s 80s, so if you're someone who digs that genre, definitely listen to it. The next one is by Brandy Gali. It is You and Me on the Rock. It's really kind of a rock kind of a feel to it. I liked it. It's not like that bad. The next one is Woman, Woman, Woman. It's by Doja Cat. I feel like the reels garnered more hype to this song, but Doja Cat has done stunning work. She's an amazing rapper and she is just fab. I guess last year also she won Grammy, I assume. Yeah, I guess definitely she won. But this year her record is Woman. It goes something like Woman, Woman, Woman. It's really a catchy vibe to listen to. The next one is Bad Habit. It has its own tune. It's very smooth. It's very soft. It's like a butter by Steve Lacy here, and I liked it. Bad Habit is also great. The next one is The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. Oh god, since I heard Kendrick Lamar's album, I felt like he raps really well. He weaves all of the past happenings, like which were literally a global global problems, issues, the American issues, the black people issues, or whoever around the world might be facing some kind of issues. He tries to make it so poetic and just attacks you with those words and makes you contemplate, think along with him while listening to those songs. And this is also one of those song which has a social message to it. It is like the album is fighting for some kind of a cause, and it is literally a good, profound, very well versed, and if you just listen to it very closely, it will definitely trigger something within you, and you will definitely understand where he is coming from. Definitely rap has this power to uh, send some kind of a undertone of social cause and talk about it, and let it be spoken in this commercial environment so that people will pick it up. But he did a very great job with it. There are new bits. It's not just about him rapping and belting out great thoughts and lyrics and music out there, but it is really a great album with great bits as well. Okay, so it is like shooting everything, whatever the parameters are, correctly. Okay, and the next nomination is for Lizzo, um about damn time. Well, I did not like this record much. I'm not that much into that genre, I guess, or something, but I did not personally liked it. And the next one is by Harry Styles, As It Was. Again, this is kind of similar to Bad Habit Zone. It is like it has that this pop vibe to it, and it is also is very smooth to hear, and it's like you can groove to it very easily, like whatever your mood is. So definitely these are some tight competition here, and I feel like who might win these Grammy for the record of the year could be either Adele, or it could be Lizzo or Doja Cat for some reason. Okay, it might be Adele. I feel it because that album has something different. You know, it is very layered, and it just covers the whole spectrum. Her voice is amazing. Her storytelling is great as well, and I feel like she's back, and we need to acknowledge her presence now. Is what I feel by that. Hence, my guess is Adele for 30, or Easy on Me as record of the year for Grammys. Let me know what you think about it, and I will start with the next category, which is Best New Artist. I'm not going to talk about, in my opinion, each of the artists in the list, but I'm just gonna first be talking about my favorite twos who I discovered because of this list, and I'll just read out what exactly Best New Artist category is all about. So this category recognizes an artist whose eligibility year releases achieved a breakthrough into the public consciousness and notably impacted musical landscape. Okay, so talking about this is very exciting because we need to understand what is coming up in this new generation, what new artists have got to say about everything, and what platform we can hear them on, and how, and are these platforms uh, respecting their presence, because each artist have something unique to put out there, and Recording Academy is doing great and acknowledging their presence and their work. So I'm just going to talk about my most favorite among all of these nominations for the Best New Artist. First, I'm going to talk about an R&B artist. Her name is Muni Long, and oh god, I heard an interview last week or so, and she mentions that she created this song called as her hours and hours while she was washing dishes, and she was listening to some kind of a beat on YouTube, and it just came to her, and she just created this amazing song, and now she's nominated for the same. Her her voice is very sensual and raspy, just the way R&B artists should be singing. Like, it is very, like, you can, listen to it on a monsoon day or rainy day or winter. It just takes you into another world. It is not very pop and rock and all of that, but her voice is very soft, and it's very gliding. I loved it. um and she is one of the R&B artists out there. um she is black, so it is a great representation in this new category for best new artist, and I literally liked her. She is great. Her verses are great. Her lyrics also have uh, this profound impact. So if even if you are going through the lyrics, you will see that she's a great songwriter as well. The composition is great. The mixing by whoever mixed it later on in the studio did a great job. She's a great singer, and fingers crossed she'll have a good career ahead. So she's my new favorite. I'm listening to this song hours and hours for a while now on loop. And the next one who is my favorite among this new category is Molly Tuttle, and she is a unique one for me. It's like a new find. So her album Crooked Tree got nominated for the Blue Grass album category as well. So this category was something I never heard of before, and she got nominated for the best bluegrass album as well as for the best new artist. And oh god, if you just see her videos on out there, you will just get to see that she's a great guitar picker. She's so confident in herself that even though she had alopecia, she didn't it didn't make her feel inferior, and she definitely got out and told her audience, her fans, the truth, and I literally respect her for that. But beyond that, she is also a guitar player of the year by named by International Bluegrass Music Association. So she is in that zone. So if you have ever heard country music or American style music, you will love her new album, which is Crooked Tree by Molly Tuttle and Golden Highway. um it definitely showcases a incredible talent, and it has this signature finger style uh, pattern, or that's a signature literally. So even if you come across her short on YouTube, or even if you come across her some random video, what will what will just catch your gaze and what will catch you, so that you will listen to her each song. And her whole album is her finger picking style, which is like a finger style guitar. Okay, she's very fast, very quick, and her voice is great. um so this bluegrass genre or style is something like folk music as well. So if you loved Taylor's Evermore, or yeah, if you loved her Evermore, you might love this as well. Okay, um for someone who is so young, it is a great find, and it is a great platform that she just dropped a new album last year, and she is nominated for this amazing award. It's a big thing, it's a big thing. And all of the factors combined, these new art this new artists are great young musicians for sure. Okay, so definitely check out these two. These two are my favorites among the bunch, and I'm definitely going to mention other artists who got nominated which are Anitta. She's a Brazilian singer, and if you might have heard her song by which featured Cardi B as well, Me Gusta, and she is also the one who got nominated for the best new artist category, along with Omar Apollo. Omar Apollo is someone who you might consider hearing with Urfi Orphe, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, if you hear Tamino, have you heard Tamino? And there is one Pakistani singer, I'm forgetting her name. I listened to her yesterday because she is singing, or she have got Anushka Shankar on her band on her, along with her for her new album, and it is called as Udharo Re. I'm completely forgetting her name. It's something Javed or something. She's from Pakistan. Okay, but any case, this Omar Apollo is something like her in that genre, like Tamino as well. And then there is Samara Joy, Lato, Manskin, Tobin Nigwe, and Donny and JD Bake and Wet Leg. Okay, so if you like to hear something into instrumental, which is not something you don't want to listen to any lyrics or words or anything of that sort, but you just want some music, some beats playing around in the background, so Domi Domi and JD Bake have released a new album, and they also got nominated. I loved that album for sure, so definitely give it a listen. Along with that, Samara Joy and Lato, I did not vibe with their music much, but amazing women singers here. Main Skin album has been getting hype since a while now, and they have some dum in their music as well, so it might take some time for them to grow on me, but I see listening to that song more often in the future for sure, while I discover that each and every song. But Menskin is also a great one among these lists. Okay, Tobin Wigwe also sang for Black Panther, one of those songs for their album. So he is someone who is, whose graph is increasing like whoop, like a spike here. So he's one of the many. And Wet Leg. So Wet Leg is the pop duo women, and I hope I'm right here. And they have a um, great way of singing. I mean, it is not like very the framework is not very theoretical as it's supposed to be, or the way all the singers songwriters kind of learn to write words and all of that. But Wet Leg have something different going on there, and they bring something different on the table. And if you are someone who just wants to go out of the ordinary and maybe listen to something very quirky and totally new, okay, Wet Leg will be a good band or a duo to listen to. Okay, so these are the best new artist nominees, and my thoughts or my guess would be Menskin. Okay, and the other two favorites I mentioned, which are Mooney Long and Molly Turtle. They're very soft, they're like my type, but Mean Skin might also kind of win. Anita is also great, but these are my guesses: Manskin, Mooney Long, or Molly Turtle. It's very amazing to always come up with these guesses. Sometimes it might work, sometimes it might not, but what else, we get to listen to new music because of this. So I'm pretty much excited to watch Grammys this year and listen to each and every song, but I just can't make it happen this year to listen to each and every song before the Grammy Awards. It might take a while for me to go through each and every list. So right now I'm just going to talk about this too, as you saw just now. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you had a wonderful day, weeks, weekends, whatever you're doing. And I'm again fumbling, gosh. This is the color of the year, which is magenta, and you might see me using this nail paint for the whole damn year. Okay, I hope it looks good. Yay! So yeah, I'll wrap this up now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.